Grandparents, let's be honest. Do you wake up 2, 3, or even more times during the night just to go to the bathroom? If so, you're not alone. Many older adults struggle with nighttime bathroom trips that break their sleep and leave them feeling tired the next day. You may have started to think it's just a normal part of aging. But what if there's more to the story? What if something you're doing before bed is actually making it worse? If this sounds like your routine, we want to hear from you. Type 1 in the comments if you wake up to pee at night. If you sleep through the night, type 0. Waking up frequently to urinate at night, what doctors call nocturia, is more than just annoying. It interrupts your sleep cycle, affects your mood, lowers your energy, and over time, it can even raise your risk for serious health problems like falls, memory issues, or heart strain. And yet, many people ignore it or just learn to live with it. The truth is, most people don't realize that nocturia isn't just caused by aging. It's often triggered by small habits during the day or right before bedtime. In this video, we're going to reveal what those habits are and what you can do tonight to finally sleep better and pee less. You might be surprised to know how many seniors feel embarrassed or frustrated by this issue. Some don't want to talk about it with family. Others assume nothing can be done. But here's the truth. Even simple changes can bring real relief. Whether you're waking up once or 5 times, it's a sign your body is trying to tell you something. The key is to listen. This isn't just about your bladder, it's about your sleep, your energy, and your independence. So grab a notepad if you need, and follow along carefully. These small tips might change how you sleep tonight, and how you live tomorrow. In the next few minutes, we'll go over what your bladder is really doing at night, why it changes after age 60, and what hidden habits might be sending you to the bathroom more than necessary. Some of these may surprise you. They're common, even among people trying to be healthy. We'll also give you easy, practical ways to calm your bladder before bed. But first, tell us below, how many times do you usually wake up to pee? Just drop a number in the comments. You're not alone, and your experience could help someone else feel seen too. Let's get started. Your better sleep starts here. At night, your body is designed to rest. Not just your mind, but your bladder too. In healthy adults, the bladder fills slowly while we sleep, and it should have enough capacity to last through the night. This is made possible by a hormone called vasopressin, also known as antidiuretic hormone, ADH. ADH helps your body reduce the amount of urine it produces at night so you can sleep uninterrupted. But as we get older, our bodies naturally produce less ADH. That means more urine is made while we sleep, and the bladder fills up faster. As a result, you wake up feeling pressure and the urge to go, sometimes more than once. But there's more to the story than just hormones. The bladder itself changes with age, becoming less elastic and less efficient. A younger bladder can stretch to hold more urine, but an older bladder might send full signals to the brain much sooner, even if it's only partially filled. This means you may feel the need to urinate even when the bladder isn't truly full. On top of that, the communication between the brain and bladder can become less accurate, leading to more frequent urges at night. These physical changes are common, but they're not something you just have to accept without question. It's also important to understand that the bladder doesn't work alone. Your kidneys, nervous system, muscles, and even your heart all play a role. For example, if your legs retain fluid during the day, especially if you sit for long hours, that fluid can return to your bloodstream when you lie down. Your kidneys then filter it and create more urine. That's one reason why many people don't feel the need to pee during the day, but wake up at night. Conditions like chronic venous insufficiency or heart failure can also increase nighttime urination. Understanding how the body shifts at night is key to solving this problem. So while waking up at night may seem like a bladder issue, It's actually part of a bigger picture. Aging affects every part of the system: hormones, organs, muscles, and circulation. But that doesn't mean you're powerless. In fact, many people can improve their sleep and reduce nighttime bathroom trips by making a few smart changes. In the next section, we'll reveal one common habit before bed that might be making everything worse, especially for people over 60. But first, let us know in the comments. Did you know your bladder shrinks with age? Just type yes or no. One of the most common mistakes that leads to nighttime urination is drinking too much liquid too late in the day. Many people try to stay hydrated, which is important, but they don't realize that drinking large amounts of water, tea, or juice after 7 p.m. can overload the bladder while they sleep. Even herbal teas like chamomile or mint, often taken to relax before bed, can have a mild diuretic effect, which increases urine production. That means more fluid is being filtered by the kidneys, and more urine is sent to the bladder, just when the body should be resting. This habit can silently fuel nighttime trips to the bathroom. Another major factor is hidden sources of caffeine. Most people know that coffee keeps them awake, but few realize that some teas, chocolate, pain relievers, and even decaf coffee contain small amounts of caffeine that stimulate the bladder. Caffeine acts as a diuretic and a bladder irritant, meaning it causes your body to produce more urine and also makes the bladder more sensitive. This combination is especially disruptive at night. Even small amounts of caffeine consumed in the afternoon or evening can have lingering effects, particularly in older adults whose bodies process stimulants more slowly. Some people also develop the habit of urinating just in case before bed, even if they don't feel a strong urge. Over time, this can train the bladder to signal urgency more often, even when it isn't full. This behavior, although meant to prevent nighttime trips, can backfire by reducing bladder capacity. Instead of stretching the bladder to hold more, it reinforces a pattern of frequent emptying. When this becomes routine, your body learns to wake you up even for small volumes of urine. The bladder becomes conditioned, and you lose the ability to sleep through mild pressure. Finally, alcohol in the evening can be a silent disruptor. Alcohol not only increases urine production, but also interferes with deep sleep cycles, making you more likely to wake up. And once awake, the bladder often takes center stage. Even a single glass of wine or beer with dinner can lead to multiple awakenings later. Many older adults metabolize alcohol more slowly, meaning its effects last longer into the night. Combined with reduced hormone levels and a sensitive bladder, alcohol can quietly amplify nighttime urination. Being mindful of what you consume in the final hours before bed can make a real difference in how well you sleep. What you eat can have just as much impact on your bladder as what you drink. Certain foods are known to irritate the bladder lining or stimulate more frequent urination. Acidic fruits like oranges, grapefruits, lemons, and even tomatoes are common culprits. These foods contain natural acids that can inflame the bladder wall and trigger the sensation of urgency. For some people, even healthy foods can become bladder irritants when eaten late in the day. A fresh tomato salad at dinner might seem harmless, but for someone with a sensitive bladder, it could lead to multiple nighttime wake-ups. Identifying and reducing acidic foods in your evening meals is often a helpful first step. Spicy foods are another major trigger for many older adults. Ingredients like hot peppers, chili powder, curry, or even strong garlic can stimulate the bladder and cause irritation. While some people handle spice just fine, others find that even mild seasoning causes bladder sensitivity, especially at night. The body processes spicy foods differently as we age, and the effects can linger well after digestion. That spicy dish you enjoyed at 6 p.m. might still be affecting your system at midnight. If you frequently experience nighttime urination, consider keeping dinner mild and observing how your body responds over several nights. Artificial sweeteners are also known to irritate the bladder. Many sugar-free products, including diet sodas, light yogurts, gum, and packaged snacks, contain substances like aspartame, sucralose, or saccharin. These sweeteners can be more stimulating than sugar itself, and in some people, they cause the bladder to contract more often. Unlike natural sugars, artificial sweeteners tend to bypass typical digestion, which may make their effects on the bladder even more intense. Seniors who are trying to cut calories or manage diabetes often switch to sugar-free products, unaware that they might be increasing their risk of nighttime bathroom visits. Carbonated drinks, whether sugary or diet, are another hidden source of bladder disruption. The bubbles from carbonation introduce gas into the digestive system, which can increase pressure on the bladder. Additionally, many sodas and fizzy drinks are acidic, sweetened, and contain caffeine, all of which contribute to bladder irritation. Even sparkling water can be a problem for some individuals, especially when consumed in the evening. If you enjoy carbonated beverages, consider limiting them to earlier in the day. Choosing still water or a non-acidic, caffeine-free herbal drink in the evening may help reduce bladder stimulation and support a more restful night's sleep. Many people don't realize that high blood sugar can directly affect how often you urinate, especially at night. When your blood sugar rises, your kidneys work harder to filter the excess glucose, which pulls more water into the urine. This process, known as osmotic diuresis, results in more frequent urination. If you eat a large, carbohydrate-heavy dinner or have dessert in the evening, your blood sugar may spike overnight, leading to more urine production and more trips to the bathroom. Over time, even mild insulin resistance can disrupt the body's ability to regulate fluid balance. What you eat at night matters more than you think, especially when it comes to sugar. Even if you haven't been diagnosed with diabetes, you may be experiencing symptoms of prediabetes or insulin resistance without knowing it. Frequent nighttime urination is one possible sign, especially if it's combined with increased thirst, fatigue, or blurry vision during the day. Many seniors dismiss these signs as normal aging, but blood sugar problems can go unnoticed for years. Eating refined carbs, like white bread, pasta, or sugary snacks, before bed can silently cause glucose fluctuations that disturb your sleep. Monitoring your evening meals and reducing added sugars can often help manage both your blood sugar and your bladder. Starches and processed carbohydrates also break down into sugar once digested. Foods like crackers, white rice, and baked goods may seem harmless, but act just like sugar in the body. When consumed at night, these foods can raise insulin levels and contribute to increased urine output. They also interfere with the release of melatonin, the hormone that helps you fall and stay asleep. Replacing these starchy items with protein, vegetables, or healthy fats in your evening meal can make a big difference. It supports more stable blood sugar and reduces the chance of overnight bathroom interruptions caused by glucose shifts. One practical step is to eat a lighter, well-balanced dinner that includes fiber, lean protein, and healthy fats, rather than sugary desserts or processed foods. Fiber slows digestion and helps control blood sugar spikes, while protein and fats promote satiety without overstimulating the bladder. Avoiding sweet drinks or snacks 2 to 3 hours before bedtime can also ease the burden on your kidneys overnight. These small nutritional adjustments may seem simple, but they can dramatically impact your sleep quality and reduce how often you wake up to urinate. It's about giving your body the best chance to rest, recover, and restore overnight. As we age, the muscles that support our bladder, especially the pelvic floor muscles, can weaken. These muscles help control when you start and stop urinating, and when they lose strength, it becomes harder to hold it through the night. Weak pelvic muscles can lead to urgency, leaks, or the need to urinate more frequently, including while you sleep. For many older adults, This weakness develops slowly over time and often goes unnoticed until nighttime trips become a pattern. Addressing muscle tone isn't just for mobility or fall prevention. It's also vital for bladder control. Fortunately, these muscles can be strengthened at any age with the right exercises and daily awareness. Kegel exercises are one of the most effective tools for strengthening the pelvic floor. These simple contractions can be done anywhere, sitting, standing, or lying down, and they help build the muscles that support the bladder and urethra. Doing just a few minutes of Kegels daily can significantly reduce nighttime urgency over time. For men and women, especially after age 60, these exercises help the bladder hold more urine and respond more calmly to minor pressure. The improvement doesn't come overnight, but with consistency, the benefits add up. Strengthening this hidden group of muscles can lead to better sleep and fewer nightly interruptions. Bladder training can also be helpful. This involves gradually increasing the time between bathroom visits during the day, which helps stretch the bladder's capacity and teaches it to wait longer. Many people unknowingly condition their bladder to expect frequent emptying, especially if they go just in case. Bladder training encourages your body to hold urine until the bladder is actually full. This not only reduces the need to urinate during the day, but also helps prevent those urgent wake-ups at night. Combined with pelvic floor exercises, bladder training forms a strong foundation for long-term bladder control and healthier sleep patterns. Posture and movement also affect bladder function. Weak abdominal muscles or slouched posture can place pressure on the bladder and make leaks or urgency more likely. Gentle exercises like walking, yoga, or stretching help engage the core and support pelvic alignment, which in turn supports better bladder control. Simply standing tall, breathing deeply, and staying active during the day promotes stronger pelvic health at night. While it may seem unrelated, maintaining overall muscle tone is key to keeping your bladder calm after dark. Small physical habits add up, and over time, they contribute to fewer bathroom trips and deeper, more restful sleep. Sometimes, frequent nighttime urination is not just about habits or aging. It's a signal of an underlying medical condition. For example, in men, an enlarged prostate, benign prostatic hyperplasia, or BPH, is one of the most common causes. As the prostate grows, it can press against the urethra and interfere with the normal flow of urine, making the bladder work harder. This added pressure can make you feel the need to urinate more often, even if your bladder isn't full. Many men over 60 live with BPH without realizing it's affecting their sleep. Thankfully, there are treatments, both lifestyle-based and medical, that can help reduce symptoms. In women, especially after menopause, hormonal changes can affect the bladder and pelvic floor. Lower estrogen levels can lead to thinning of the bladder lining and urethra, causing increased sensitivity and urgency. Some women also experience stress incontinence, or overactive bladder, due to muscle weakening or nerve changes. These issues can all contribute to waking up at night to urinate. While they're common, they're not something you have to accept as inevitable. Doctors can offer personalized treatments, including pelvic therapy, medications, or hormone support. Addressing the root cause is essential for improving both bladder health and sleep quality. Another lesser-known cause of nighttime urination is sleep apnea. When breathing is interrupted during sleep, the body releases a hormone that increases urine production. Many people with sleep apnea don't even realize they have it. They just know they wake up feeling tired and needing to pee. If you snore loudly, wake up gasping, or feel exhausted despite a full night in bed, it may be worth asking your doctor about a sleep study. Treating sleep apnea not only improves energy and heart health, it can also dramatically reduce nighttime urination by restoring proper breathing and hormonal balance. Chronic conditions like heart failure, diabetes, and kidney disease can also play a role. If your body retains fluid during the day, lying down at night can cause that fluid to move back into circulation, increasing urine production. This is especially true for people with swollen legs or ankles. In these cases, nighttime urination may be your body's way of correcting fluid imbalances. Medical evaluation is key, especially if you notice other symptoms like fatigue, shortness of breath, or changes in appetite. Understanding the deeper reasons behind nighttime bathroom trips can help guide the right care and lead to better rest. Improving your sleep and reducing nighttime bathroom trips often starts with small, consistent changes. One simple strategy is to limit fluid intake 2 to 3 hours before bedtime. This gives your kidneys time to process excess fluids before you lie down. It's not about avoiding water entirely. Hydration during the day is essential, but rather adjusting the timing. Try to front-load your fluids earlier in the day and reduce drinking after dinner. You can also elevate your legs for 30 minutes in the early evening. This helps shift any fluid buildup from the lower body back into circulation before bedtime, reducing nighttime urine production. Creating a calming bedtime routine can also help. Activities like gentle stretching, reading, or taking a warm shower can signal to your body that it's time to wind down. Avoid screens, bright lights, or stimulating activities right before bed, as they can delay sleep and increase alertness. Keep your bedroom cool, quiet, and dark. If possible, avoid large or heavy meals close to bedtime, as digestion can disrupt sleep and influence how your body handles fluids. A calm nervous system promotes deeper sleep, and when your sleep is deeper, you're less likely to wake up for minor bladder signals. If you take medications that increase urination, such as diuretics for blood pressure, ask your doctor if the timing can be adjusted. Taking these medications earlier in the day may reduce nighttime trips to the bathroom. You might also discuss whether any current prescriptions could be affecting your bladder. In some cases, changing the dose or switching medications can lead to better nighttime control. Don't make changes on your own, but bring up the issue during your next appointment. Many people are surprised to find that simple adjustments can make a big difference in both bladder comfort and overall rest. Finally, keep a sleep and bathroom journal for a few days. Track what time you eat and drink, how often you wake up, and what you eat in the evening. This can reveal patterns you might not have noticed. Small details matter, especially when it comes to sleep. The goal isn't perfection, but progress. Reducing nighttime urination is possible, and it often starts with understanding your own body. You've now learned how habits, food, muscles, and medical conditions all play a role. With the right steps, you can take back your nights, get more restful sleep, and wake up feeling truly refreshed.